I mean, let's just get right into it. Jon Jones says that he has come out of retirement.
I'm putting it back on.
Put it back on for that. Hold on.
I need it.
To deflect the shite coming out of his mouth, we need the sunglasses. No.
The bullshit blockers.
Donald Trump announces that they're going to do a UFC at the White House. I was like, oh my God, that's insane. All of a sudden, Jon Jones tweets, I've re-entered the testing pool. Then he's saying he wants to fight at the White House. Then he's showing pictures, AI images of him leaving Aspinall unconscious. Now, I'll throw the ball to you now, Paul. What do you think was the catalyst for this? Do you think it was the White House, or do you think it's the fact that Tom Aspinall came out and said he's got an opponent, they've got a date, and it will be soon? What do you think what is your theory here?
I mean, I do think it's a bit of a perfect storm of all that stuff, right? Where Jon, he needs to be talked about. He needs to be in the center of attention. And when that starts to maybe dwindle away, and if you retire, Michael, we know this, especially if you're not commentating, you're not in the limelight all the time anyway, after retirement. If Jon just goes away and does his own thing, people will eventually stop talking about him. So when the White House thing comes up, when Tom says certain things and that comes up, he's still got to stay relevant. So whether any of it's true or not, it's still going to keep him in the public eye. It's going to keep him being talked about. And I think there's a bit of that. But I think when he sees the White House, he sees a moment that he can shine, that he can take advantage of. And we were talking a little bit about it before we even started talking today, where that may be all it needed, was that some big adventure, some huge moment to be the headline of, right? And he wants that. And when Trump was there the last time he fought at Madison Square Garden, he was doing the Trump dance. Yeah. So I think once he saw that and saw an opportunity for that, he got right back in the testing pool, and he can't pass down that opportunity. But that's next year at some point. So Tom's still definitely going to have to fight before that. But I don't see anybody beating Tom. I think Tom should just keep doing his thing. And if that comes up later on, more power to you. You get a big fight. You get a huge payday. You get to fight at the White House, potentially in the craziest situation ever, the craziest security protocol. I don't know how they're even going to do that, but I have no doubt they will. I know they're already working on it. Like, I know they're already there. They're at the White House. They're scoping out how it can be done. I think it will be done.
Yeah. Look, listen, if anyone can do it, it's Donald Trump and Dana White.
Yeah.
Right? Dana White can make that happen. Donald Trump's the president of the United States, the most powerful man in the world. Dana knows a thing or two about putting fights on. They'll be able to make it happen. That's just for damn sure. I think, obviously when we were fighting, any opportunity to fight at the White House, something like that, a once in a lifetime thing, everyone would want to be on that card. And for then Jones, who's just retired, he's like, hold on a minute, shit. I wouldn't be a part of that. Jones versus Aspinall, 1776 all over again in the spirit of July the 4th. You know what I mean? It just all ties in perfectly. But I was talking the other day, and I think maybe, he went out to Thailand, and he's out there and he's partying and he's having a good time, and God bless him. Fair enough. Live your life, right? Enjoy the riches of your spoils. But he's out there and people probably telling him, you don't need this. You've made money. You can still make money. You're Jon Jones. You'll always be able to make money. You're a brand name and stuff like that. This is the type of shit that people tell you. You don't need to fight anymore. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And he's waking up hungover and partying and going to the beach and riding around on mopeds and sniffing dude's hair and whatever the flipping hell he's doing out there and getting into fights and whatnot, right? He's like, you're right. I don't need it. And I've got more money coming in next month from this lawsuit and this and that and yada, yada, yada. But you're right. Then you get home, you get back to reality, right? You wake up sober and you're like, hold on a minute, the world's moving on without me. And I still love that. And there's a competitor in him. And he's not bothered by people talking shit about him because he's a big boy. And, you can't let social media comments dictate how you live your life. But there is a lot of people that are turning and saying that he ducked him. And Jones is a fighter when it's all said and done. You can talk about all the stuff he's done outside of the octagon, but you can't deny the greatness of what he's done inside the cage. That's just a fact. There's been a lot of bad shit that he's done, but inside the cage, he's been fantastic. And I think maybe it started to get at him. And he's like, you know what? Let Tom have the belt. Let him be the undisputed champion. Let's see him fight a couple of times. Let's see how he does with a couple of people. Have a little bit more data to download and strategize and come up with the game plan. And maybe next year, if they do it at the White House, I'm all about it. And hey, you know what? Again, he should have done this a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But he'll always be able to walk back and reclaim a title shot. He's Jon Jones, for crying out loud.
100%. Yeah, he knows that. He knows that Tom can go and fight. And if he's still there by the time that rolls around, then he'll slide right in there. When is it? Because it's for an anniversary, right? It's for the 250 years of,
right? And we are of America, which would be 2026.
Yeah. So July 2026 then, right?
July 4th, 2026. It's going to be a big one.
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
Yeah, because it was Friday this year. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, Brian. So next year, July 4th, Saturday, 250th anniversary.
Hey,
that's
now
what
he's got 12 months to prepare. He said he needed 6 months in the past. Now he's got 12, so fill your boots.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of people who want to fight at the White House, and if I was still fighting, I'd be one of them. And in fact, I'll even do it. If they said to you, Paul, hey, Paul, we want to do like a collection of throwback fighters, legendary fighters. We want you to fight Dan Hooker or someone at the White House. Would you do it?
Yeah.
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 If they said to me, we've got to fight for you, Michael, I'd 100%. I'm in, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, why not?
Get the hip done first.
I'll have a new hip. Yeah. I mean, it'd be a year. It'd be almost a year with a new hip. I might be feeling great again.
You'll be flying. You'll be flying. All right. Today's episode is sponsored by Huel. And if you are a busy man in the morning, if you are on the go, but you still want to get a complete nutritious meal in your body, but you don't have time to do it, well, guess what? Huel is here to save the day. They are today's sponsor and they have you covered. Huel, Huel, and their Black Edition is a complete meal so you feel full, focused, and ready for the day. Little prep so you can grab and go. Huel's already sold over 500 million meals around the world, and now is your turn to try it. New customers right now can get 15% off at Huel.com when you use the code BELIEVE.